Giving all honor, glory, and praises to Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rikah Kodash, and double honor to the men of great millstone that is out there on the highway and byway, pushing this truth, putting this truth all over the world's internet, reaching the elect to pull them out of a two-thirds state of mind so that we can be beamed up onto a chair of salvation to live in the kingdom under King David and Supreme King Yahushua, which he has the title and command and authority and rulership over heaven and earth. Though title was given to Yahushua by his father Yahweh. Also, I'm not a member of GMS, but I believe GMS has the 100% truth of the Bible to the Akim and Aqua, which are the men and women that are listeners. Learn, continue to pray for more faith, repent and fast, and keep the laws and commandments to the best of your ability. As it states in John 14:15, if ye love me, keep my commandment. Also, Ecclesiastes 12 and 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh and keep his commandment, for this is the whole duty of man. What you see here is a disclaimer. You can read it for yourself. I'm going to play uh, a scene out of Bushwick, how America, how Babylon, headed by Esau Edom, how they use the movie scenes to embarrass, to belittle, to shame the so-called black man. And this scene that you're about to see is during the time of Jacob trouble, when all chaos is, around every corner, up the street, the next house over. It's going to be chaos. It's going to be bodies out in the road, decaying. But Esau always had to find a shaming tactic, and they always have been doing this. Even from the time when I was coming up in the 80s, when you look at a Freddy or a Jason movie, who normally always be the first one to get afraid and the first one to be deleted? And that's how they portray us, as cowards. And you know why? Because a lot of that, they get that they take from how our women treat us, how they jump in the man's face and embarrass him in public, call him out his name. Even his own children, the woman will turn the children against their father. And, the mother, she will humiliate, shame, saying that he ain't shit, he's sorry and stuff like that. So, Hollywood, which is ran by the small headers, they look at that and guess what? They will put, shaming tactics, shaming images of the black man in the movie. Even when they are playing a tough role, they will find some way to have that so-called black woman to put them in check, to shame them, to belittle them in front of the whole world through the movie scenes. And this is what I want to show you brothers that are, that's in the truth, and you brothers and sisters, you brothers and sisters that are in the truth, and also you brothers and sisters that are, just learning, we're not going to be faced with this shaming tactic anymore. Because some of us, as they say, when the flood come in, the Heavenly Father is going to use some of us, going to lift a standard in us, to be warriors like we once were. It says Isaiah 59 and 19, so shall they fear the name of the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushua, from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun, the east, when the enemy shall come in like a flood, and the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So these negative images that we all have seen all through the movies, TV shows, not being a leader, being a henpecked, being the first one that's get the leader in the scene, and the first one to get scary and want to run like a coward. Hey, that's how Esau he's painting us in the movie industry, and that's how our women also portray us out here in these streets. So Esau, he will use a heavyset black woman, Shirley type woman, to rule over you, even in the movies, because we know that out here in these streets, a lot of these guys, so-called black men, they are ruled by their mama. You know how I know? You hear this all the time with these thugs. On my mama, boy, on my mama. I mean, they still sucking the titty of their mama, and their mama still control them. And it been set up, by Esau Edom, all the way back from slavery, to put fear in the young man, and have his mama to rule over him. And that's, you can read that in Isaiah 3:12, where it says, "As for my people, children are their oppressor," and the children that they're talking about is Esau Edom that is oppressing us, and women rule over them. "O my people, that which lead thee," the women that lead the children. Also, she running the men too, but the women that are raising these kids. I'm strong. I'm black and strong. I can do it all by myself. All you doing, you are causing the children to err and destroy the ways of the path. Because the deal is, when a mother trying to raise her son and daughter, she she's supposed to be there. The woman's job is to make sure that the kids are taken care of, right? And at a certain age, the boy at 12, the father, he's supposed to take him under his wing, show him how to be a man, almost like a apprentice that go on the job. At my job, you have an apprentice, like a mechanic, a young mechanic. The older mechanic, take them under the wing and show them how to do this, how to do that. And also that young girl, she will see what a man really is. She will know that this man, he's a true man by his actions. Is he able to take care of her? But when you kick the man out the house, and all she see is mama, her emotion, her, fallouts with her next door neighbors, eating bonbons, looking at Atlanta housewives, and kicking up drama every day, get what? Or listen to that Carter B, and the rest of these female rappers, those they're heroes. And guess what? The mother, she is causing D to err, to destroy the way of the path. The mother, she's supposed to learn. The daughter's supposed to learn from the mother how to love their husband. How can you show your daughter to love their husband when you don't have a man in the house? When that girl grow up, she can't see mama cooking a meal for her husband, preparing a meal for her husband when he come home, how to act when her husband come home. And normally, give the man time to rest, to recuperate. Don't be all in his neck. And for a young man, he know that when he, when he was a toddler, 5, 6, 7 years old, 8 years old, 9 years old, 10 or whatever, he know that when he wake up, his daddy is already out the house. Guess what he doing? Out there working. bringing home the bread, supporting his family, defending his family. And when his father come home, and if it's not anything, I mean, if it's something that he told them to do, damn it, it better be done. Because the father, guess what? He bring the fear, and it's a righteous fear. That if you don't do what I tell you while I'm gone, when I come back and it's not done, it's an ass whooping. So mother and father play different roles, but it's very it's important that the father need to be in both in both the children, boys and girls' life. But the woman now in these days are leading, and they think that it's a good thing because they don't want to be under a man's foot. And I don't mean to say that. I don't mean to say it like that, but they don't want to be submissive to a man and follow a man's ways. This is what create problems in the family. And I don't mean to babble and go, all the way out in left field, but it just took me there. But, Esau, he sit back and, he sets up these issues and give our women all, these rights and benefits and stuff like that. And then he see how our women treat us, in public, and they hear the stories on these TV shows, what goes on behind closed doors. And Esau, he would use this information and put it in the movies. You have so many single parent women raising young men in these ghettos and these, suburbs, and these young men, they trying to find a manhood by going out there being violent. But they mama is always in control. No matter what they do, how they act, if they mama tell them to bring their ass here, they're going to stop what they doing, bring their ass there. And Esau have used this image in the movie. And like I said, I don't mean to take it this far like this here, but this is just something that I had to bring forward. But let me just show you an example of how Esau will use this here as a shaming tactic, to humiliate, to belittle the so-called black man in the movies. So there your disclaimer there. So let's go into the movie. And it's this movie again. It's Bushwick, and a lot of brothers have seen it, and especially this part right here. Because when I saw this right here, I said, man, listen, it's going to be a time where our women's not going to rule over like what you're going to see here in the scene here. And we're going to go back to being those men of David, those mighty men of David. Because Esau, he know who we once were. And Esau, he don't want to present that to the world by saying who are the real true Israelite. They don't want to put the correct image in those movies for as David mighty man and stuff like that. Also, like the Ten Commandments, Moses. They don't want to put a dark skinned face on there. They don't want to show you that those men in the Bible that they put in these screens. They don't want to show your image, but they want to show an image you've been weak. Your mama protecting you, your mama telling you what to do. So let's go ahead and play this movie right quick, and you'll see what I'm talking about. You'll see very well what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna stop from time to time, like so this is gonna be like a 3-minute, 19-second scene. And you see that, these young thugs, 3/3, niggas, trying to be like old block, and these the tough guys are supposed to be the protectors of the people in their apartment complex, in their hood, in their crib, their ghetto or whatever, you know. Now these supposed to be the guys that's going to save the rest of, save everybody in the apartment complex. But you're gonna see who rule over them. Now, this wrestler here, Batista, now he got two women behind him. Now, this is a scene, and the name of this movie again is Bushwick, and it's a movie about pretty much Jacob Trouble. When all hell break out, all chaos. Dead bodies everywhere, people getting gunned down. Everything is uncivilized, and you're gonna see what's really gonna go down between a man and a woman. You gonna have the man that's gonna lead the way, and the woman gonna be behind. Now, why they couldn't put? Now, I don't know if Batista, if he an Israelite or a Edomite, I don't know. But he looked like he could be of Israel, to be honest with you, because he have a certain distinctive look. But let's say that he's an Edomite or whatever. They're not going to shame their own people by having some woman lead the way and talk to him any kind of way. This big man here ain't got a little woman no more than about 109 pounds soaking wet talking shit to him, and he just sitting up there, you know, oh, come on, mom. Oh, come on, don't do me like this. And the time of chaos? No. Hell, in the time of chaos, shit, a man would get his own mama and check when she get out of line because she's emotional. And I'm gonna say this right here for a lot of men out here that got wives, you know, you got daughters, people that you love, aunties and stuff like that might be living with you, your grandmom, your grandparents, a lot of these people, and like I said, mainly your biggest burden is going to be your woman, your wife, the women in your family. Now, for the men, either they're gonna be, elderly, can't hardly move around. Yeah, that's gonna be a burden. Or if they, have some type of Down syndrome, some type of disability or whatever. Yeah, but the main burden during the time of chaos is going to be a woman because she's going to depend on you to protect her. That's number one. And number two, the thing is, for as get in the way, running. Most men are faster and stronger than a woman because when hell break loose, a man will have a better chance of getting out the way quicker than a woman. So pretty much while you trying to get away, you have a full grown woman holding on to your coattail, slowing you down. In a situation like this here, you know, if if your woman tired of you and she want to move on, please let her go. Let her go. Because the time is near for all this to happen. The chaos in the street, dead bodies everywhere. People breaking and entering in your house. And you got to maneuver around, with this heavy set woman. Or, she ain't got to be heavy set, but biggest of our women are heavy set obese women. And they gonna get out of listen, a lot of our women, and men too, but a lot of our women don't work out. You know, They sit down and expect you to do everything while they take their money, while they take their money from you. Not all of you. You know, but I'm just saying, uh, if you don't see it, you will see it then when you got to get away, and she's slow behind you. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some fast women, you know, but majority of men and women, the man is going to be a lot faster, and plus he a whole lot stronger. And you know, you trying to get away as a man, you got away, but your woman got caught, and she's looking at you, she's screaming, she wants you to come back and get her, to protect her. I must tell you this right here. One man, maybe two, if I had a weapon or whatever, but if it's a gang of guys and you got caught and they, got you tied down, and there's two, three guys and a whole gang of them coming with weapons, well, baby, I'd see you on the other side. Because the thing is, it was meant for you to get caught, but the Heavenly Father, he spared my life. I got to keep on going. I want to be on them chariots. I see you on the other side. So, man, let me just go ahead and play this here. So you see the women, they in order. Now check this out. Just trying to stay alive. Put your fucking guns down. Relax. Okay, just relax. Okay. Jim. What the fuck are you doing in our building? Now, like I said, these the gangsters. Get to Cleveland Park. U.S. Army is evacuating people. These are supposed to be the bad boys protecting their neighborhood. Now watch you gonna come. Here come Mama. Look at that. You see how Esau would throw in that humiliation, in this particular role. You got what was it? What, 5 young black guys, so-called black guys with guns, and here come one woman, a big ass Shirley, to come and put a halt to all that. What they, to put a halt to all what just happened. And you heard what Esau just had to make the head captain of the crew. Oh, Mom, you see that? That sounds so weak. Esau want us to be weak. Esau is laughing at us. Esau he know our women, how they act towards us, and he know how some of our men, simp, weak ass men with no backbone, how they are, with their mothers. It's like when Mama come, everything just that's my, as they say, what's the guy name? That's my OG or something like that. These guys here have to break away from that. You can still love your mama, but have some balls. Shit, sometimes you gotta tell your mom, listen, mama, you wrong on this here. You are wrong on this. And if I have to, and during that time in jiggle trouble, if I have to put a gun up on somebody, and here you come telling me to, stop all that shit, put that shit down and all this and that, I'm gonna say, hell no. Well, you want to join him? You can go ahead and join him. Can't sit up here and be belittled by your mother all your life. But that's how Esau set it up. And that's how he portrayed our so-called Israelite black man, not so-called Israelite, but our so-called black man in the movies, as weak. A spineless man. But his mama and his woman rule over him. In this case, his mama rule over him. And these guys here are way over 12 years old. They in their damn 20s.
Whatever else. Some people know better than to stick around in the war zones. You don't remember the 70s. Eventually, they're going to get us all out of here. But we, right now, we can't get to them. Coalition fuckers in the way.
Ain't shit, Ma.
Shut up, my James.
Yeah.
My boys are tough. But they ain't tough enough to get through that blockade by themselves.
Now, we're not going to be a bunch of like that.
I'm talking about you. 2 blocks over, Church of God. We heard they got 30, 40 people all riled up and ready to go.
So what's the problem?
James?
I don't mean to pause it, but it's one scene, well, it's a scripture in the Bible, whether it's Proverb 21:1, where this mother of a king told her son, don't let women take away your strength. You have mothers that will take away a young man's strength, just like in this scene right here. His strength was his power, for him having that gun, and he was protecting the neighborhood, and then his mama took all the strength away from him. You see that right there? He looked like a lame dog sitting right there. For as she should have kept her ass in the house, in the kitchen, and let her son, in the kitchen cooking and praying for her son's safety, and she ought to be glad that she got a group of men down there at the basement, and in the first floor or whatever they was at, to protect the people in the neighborhood. But Esau got it set up that, no, we're going to go ahead and shame the black man by having a woman to be the ruler over these group of men here, make them look like lame ass dogs. It's going to be some more shaming and, belittling here in a second.
Tell these nice folks why we can't go and ask Bobby Don for help.
We got issues.
They need our help. They got some people, but they ain't got enough guns. Well, it just so happens, right here down in this basement, my boy and his little club,
It's a gang.
they got all kinds of weapons.
And their little club. And he's saying, like a little child, it's a game.
Knives, guns, bullets for their little dick-swinging gang bullshit.
Ma, they can't have our guns.
Yes, they can. This is what we're going to do.
Now, you just heard what she said with their little dick-swinging gang. You know what? Like I said, that's a mother that ever say that to her son, you tearing that boy apart right there. You putting down his manhood. And that's what she just did right there. And Esau loved to hear that when a so-called black woman like this big Shirley right here would sit up there and humiliate her man, but this is not her man, it's a son, but a woman will humiliate or try to humiliate her man in public or in private, and also her son in public or in private by trying to talk about his manhood to destroy him mentally. And that right there do affect a lot of men. When a mother say that about her son, that does a whole lot to his, to his character. But women don't give a damn, and Esau love it because we all know, from what women say, that the damn white man, he ain't got nothing working down there, but he loved to hear when a black so-called big ass Shirley like this woman here, she'll come out and say that about her boys or about her man. That right there make him feel gratified. That make him feel good. See, your woman said that you got a small pecker too. boy, I'm telling you. So let's go ahead and go into the scripture, because we're going to get their standard back. We're going to get those celestial bodies. We're going to be like the mighty man of David, but greater. So we're going to go into 1 Corinthians 11 and 10. These also are the chief of the mighty men whom David had, who strengthened themselves with him and his kingdom, and with all Israel, to make him king, according to the word of the Lord of the Lord concerning Israel. And this is the number of the mighty men whom David had: Joshabim and Hakemite, the chief of the captain. He lift up his spirit against 300 slain by him at one time. So he slain 300 men. You know, what you see here in this movie scene, these guys here, they not even equal. They don't even come near this man here, Joshabim. Jehoshabim is way powerful, and he was of Yahweh Bashim Shai. He was one of David's mighty men. So continuing on, verse 12. And after him was Eleazar, the son of Dodo, the Aohite, who was one of the three mighty. He was with David at Pasadena, and there the Philistines were gathered together to battle. Where was a parcel of ground full of barley, and the people fled from before the Philistine, and they set themselves in the midst of that parcel and delivered it, and slew the Philistine, and the Lord saved them by a great deliverance. Also, the Lord was with these men. They couldn't be the mighty men if the Lord wasn't, with them. Verse 15. Now 3 of the 30 captains went down to the rock to David into the cave of Adullam, and the host of the Philistine encamped in the valley of Rephaim. And David was then in the hold, and the Philistine garrison was then at Bethlehem. And David longed and said, "Oh, that one would give me drink of water of the well of Bethlehem that is at the gate." And the 3 break through the host of the Philistine and drew water out of the well of Bethlehem that was by the gate, and took it and brought it to David. And David would not drink of it, but pour it out to the Lord Yahweh, and said, "My power forbid it me that I should do this thing. Shall I drink the blood of these men that have put their life in jeopardy? For with the jeopardy of their life they brought it." Therefore he would not drink it. These things did these 3 mighty. Verse 20. And Abisha, the brother of Job, he was chief of the 3, for lifting up his spear against 300 he slew them, and had a name among the 3. And of the 3 he was more honorable than the 2, for he was their captain. How about it? He attended not to the first 3. Benani, the son of Jehoiada, the son of a violent man of Kabzeel, who had done many acts. He slew 2 lion-like men of Moab. Also, he went down and slew a lion in a pit in a snowy day. And he slew an Egyptian, a man of great stature, 5 cubits high. He was a very tall man, and in the an Egyptian hand was a spear like a wavering beam. And he went down to him with a staff and plucked the spear out of the Egyptian hand and slew him with his own spear. These things did Bani, well, B, hold on, Salakia, Benaiah, Benaiah, the son of Johai, and had the name among the 3 mighty. Behold, he was honorable among the 30, but attend not to the first 3. David set him over his guard. So, when you read 1 Corinthians 11 and 10 on down to 25, it give you what all the mighty man, mainly the 3 of the mighty men, what they did, for doing something that that was unbelievable, that people couldn't fathom how they did it, but they did it because the spirit of the Lord was on them. How can you imagine a man with a spear slay 300 men? How can you see one man beat two men? There was lion like, and then go kill a lion in the wintertime, on a snowy day. These men here, they did a whole lot more than what I read here in First Chronicle 11 and 10 on down to 25. But they was mighty man of David. And then when you read First Chronicles 11 and 26, it go in on the violent, the violent man, not violent, being bad or whatever, just being off. Let me just let me put this because I'm pronouncing it wrong. It's let me see. Give me 1 second. And like I said, I didn't mean to say violent. I meant to say, let me pronounce it here.
Valiant.
Violent. Valent. Oh.
Valiant.
Violent. Which is possessing or showing courage or determination. Brave, fearless, courage. So, King David had men that were violent. They had, courage, that was fearless. His army, was full of violent, valiant men. So we're going to go back to that. And our women is not going to be over us, just like in this scene right here. This shaming tactic that, the small head of love to put in the movies that that represent us. But when it come down to their people being in the movie, is they have a they present them as a man, and and he calling the shot, he leading the way, and he having a stern look of of don't fuck with me type of look. But when it come down to us, see that look right there. His mama done shut him down. Esau loved that look there. That look of a weep. We call her a wimping dog. Got his tail between his legs because his mama done shut him down. See, he loved that image, the woman having the power and ruling over the man. So I'm gonna end it right there. I done went too far, but I just had to throw that in there. And hopefully it was edifying. See you on next lesson. Shalom.